So, hello. This should be a quick little video. I'm going to do an oil change, which there isn't much to it. I just more want to show I forget the brand, but there's the little drain valves that you can buy for these things. I love that. So I'm just going to show how quick it goes, but also I'm going to install my hood struts today because I got them like 8 months ago and I still haven't installed them. So, gonna do that, oil change, and moving on. So yeah, let's get going. So a quick little look at the valve. It's gathered some dirt and everything over the years, but it is one of the simpler things. Just right here, that little lever, you literally just lift that way, slide that way, and it empties out. It is freaking awesome. I love it. Anyway, back to the work. So, while waiting for the engine to cool down, we'll first install the hood struts. What they are is grimmspeed. I don't know if they'll focus. This isn't necessarily a great camera. Hood strut, there's the part number 097001. I don't know what the build number is supposed to represent, but it's 6973. So let's get this open. Well, unpackaged. So, quick overview of what it comes with. The struts themselves. Looks like some form of bracket that I imagine mounts along the fender, or it could mount up there. Figure it out. Some little clips, or not clips, but additional brackets, and some nuts and bolts. And what I'm noticing is a lack of instructions, so I might have to go look shit up and blah blah blah. So yeah, be right back. So, all the tools they say you need is an extension. Let's put that somewhere. A half-inch wrench, blah blah blah. A 13mm socket, a 10mm socket, a 12mm socket, a 13mm wrench, and, well, a ratchet. So let's get to separating the parts, because apparently next they recommend separating driver side, passenger side. So let's do that. So, the next step, it said, was to separate on passenger driver side. Not sure which one is which yet, but from the images, you use kind of like, you place the bracket here, and then this other bracket you know, that's how you determine which side is for which. But after that, the steps then said to place the rubber brace or grommet, whatever, on the longer bracket. And it said to install it here. So that's where I put it. Let's go fast forward. Okay, so here's where we're at so far. Judging by their instructions, you bolt the strut on this way, and then the bracket, anyway, so that's bolted up, and with that, the bracket should kind of go this way. So yeah, there's that. And then you rinse, repeat on the other side. Hopefully it's clear because I can't see it. So. So, as you saw, one side is installed. The instructions might have been older because it sounded like from the instructions you would reuse the stock bolt down here, which I did not. It's right here. Or no, right there. Those are all the stock bolts. They give enough bolts in the kit I bought to replace all of them, which makes me feel a little better because it seemed like the stock one over here might have been too short. So replace that. There we go. And replace both of these. The instructions didn't seem very clear to me. Like it seemed like one of those should have been a stock bolt and just loosened. But anyway, the replacement that they give, that's 10 millimeter. These are 13 millimeter. The ones that came off the car, two 10 millimeter that was on the hood, and a 10 millimeter that was down here. Also, in the instructions, they did say, make sure when you bolt this bracket up, the ball for this is facing outward. So yeah, I guess I'll get the other one done. Let's get going. Although I won't really show you, I'll just show you afterwards. Anyway, bye-bye. And it's done. No more hood prop. Simply removed. Came out of here pretty easy. Installed. I haven't checked my alignment yet in case I misaligned the hood, but I'll check that, and that'd be boring. More boring than what I'm doing now. So, yeah, I tend to be hesitant doing any job or anything I've never done before. Installing hood struts while seeming simple, I had never done, so I put it off. And plus, this is the newest car I've ever owned, so taking a wrench to it, except for maintenance, scares me. So, anyway, that part's done. Let's get the oil change and all that other crap squared away now. And we are done. Hood struts, done. Oil change, done. I bought this a few years ago from AutoZone, probably cheaper elsewhere, but I can never seem to get my oil filter off with just hand, probably because of heat and crap like that. So this thing just spring-loaded, grabs on, put your ratchet on it, twist right off. As you maybe saw earlier, I used a wrench for this because I can never seem to turn that by hand either. I'm guessing, again, it's because of heat and I don't let the car sit for like hours. I let it cool down, but, and another little tidbit, Toyota oil filter. So even though I am using full synthetic oil and a Toyota oil filter, I'm still changing my oil every 5,000 miles because it's still got a warranty. And even though it says like 6,500 or 7,500 miles is when you need to change your oil, I'm not chancing it. Just not worth it. I mean, change it every 5,000. It comes out a little dirty, a little warm. And I know these cars cook their oil. And since I'm not willing to put an oil cooler on it at this point, just because last thing I want to do is have the motor choke itself and then them say, oh, sorry, your warranty doesn't cover this because you changed something. I don't want to argue it. So I change the oil every 5,000, so that way if it's been cooked because of high temperatures or me being a little heavy with my gas pedal, I feel like the car will be fine. And as you can tell, I should probably wash the engine bay. Maybe I'll do that at some point, but it's a daily driver, so we'll get over it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Maybe it's useful for some people who haven't done an oil change yet and just kind of want that extra motivation to give it a try or whatever. Anyway, have fun, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Have a good day. Bye-bye.